The fundamentals of basketball. The fundamentals of basketball. Mental is a part of the word. I have underlined it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Informatletics. Today I have a fun video for you because we're going to be discussing the all-time most fundamental starting five in NBA history. There's certain players that fit their role so well and executed their position to such a degree by performing the fundamentals of basketball that I needed to make a starting five for this team. So let's get into it. Starting at power forward, you already know who it is because his name is Mr. Fundamental. It is Tim Duncan. There's not a better player to include on the most fundamental team than Tim Duncan. We already know that none of these players are going to be crazy flashy, but what they are going to be is extremely good at the fundamentals of basketball. And that's exactly what Tim Duncan was. In 2002, one of his best seasons in the NBA, he averaged 25.5 points per game with 12.7 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 0.7 steals, 2.5 blocks, and 3.2 turnovers. He would shoot 51% from two. He wouldn't really take any threes, but he shot nearly 80% from the free throw line, taking 8.5 per game, and he did all of this in only 40 minutes per game. So yeah, Tim Duncan is one of the best power forwards in NBA history, and not because he was uber athletic or not because he was super flashy, but because he was really good at the fundamentals. So of course, he is the leader, the anchor to our all-time starting fundamental team, and he will be the power forward. All right, starting shooting guard on the most fundamental NBA team, we have Ray Allen. Now, why did I pick Ray Allen for this position? It's pretty simple. Shooting guard. He can shoot and he can guard. In 2006, this is what Ray Allen averaged: 25.1 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.3 steals, 0.2 blocks, and 2.4 turnovers. He would shoot nearly 50% from two and a whopping 41% from three and 90% from the free throw line. Amazing. And in 2006, he was playing less than 40 minutes per game. So Ray Allen really fits what you would expect from a shooting guard, in that he can really knock down the three-point shot and he can score in other ways as well. So in my opinion, Ray Allen is the template shooting guard for the NBA and one of the best shooters in NBA history. Starting at center, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon. Of course, many NBA players to this day, including Giannis Antetokounmpo, will go and meet with Olajuwon to try and learn more about the fundamentals of footwork. And that's why Olajuwon's on this list. He is one of the best centers in NBA history, and in my opinion, he's the most fundamentally sound center. Of course, I'm excluding Tim Duncan, who I already pointed out, who we're already considering a power forward. But Hakeem Olajuwon was known for his amazing footwork down low, but he could also hit some mid-range jumpers and was a beast on the boards and blocking shots. He is the league leader in all-time blocked shots in NBA history. So if I was going to pick the most fundamental center, it has to be him. In 1990, he put up some amazing numbers, averaging 24.3 points per game with 14.0 rebounds, 2.9 assists, 2.1 steals, 4.6 blocks, and 3.9 turnovers. He would shoot 50% from two. He even would take a couple threes, shooting 17%, and his free throw percentage was good too, 71% in 1990. Hakeem Olajuwon is definitely a great player to be on this all-fundamental team. Starting at point guard, John Stockton. I've said this before, but if you were to create a point guard, just the basic template point guard, it would definitely look something like John Stockton. He's the all-time leader of assists and steals, so you know he's going to distribute the ball and be a good team player. He's not looking to score, though he can if you need him to, which is the perfect combination for a point guard. He's a good shooter, a good distributor, and he's looking to pass the ball first. John Stockton in 1990, look at these numbers, averaged 17.2 points per game with 2.6 rebounds, 14.5 assists, an NBA record, 2.7 steals, 0.2 blocks, and 3.5 turnovers. He would shoot 50% from two, 42% from three, which is amazing, though he only would take 1.4 per game in that season, and he would shoot over 80% from the free throw line at 82%. He's a great point guard that would be the perfect combination with the rest of the team. He's a great floor general who played near perfect in the fundamentals of basketball. And last, starting at small forward, we have Vince Carter. Now, there's a lot of great small forwards in NBA history that I could have possibly put here. So why did I pick Vince Carter? Well, Vince Carter to me is that iconic slashing player. He is, in my opinion, the best dunker in NBA history and just the perfect small forward the way he played the position. He could definitely slash and get on the inside and dunk over people, but he also is a good shooter. In 2001 for the Raptors, he had incredible numbers. He averaged 27.6 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.1 blocks, and 2.2 turnovers. He would shoot 48% from 2 and 41% from 3, also knocking down over 75% of his free throws. So Vince Carter fits the criteria of a slasher that just knows how to get to the rim and drive in, but also can score from any level. He's the perfect mold for a small forward. So with this starting five, I know they're not all the most flashy players in NBA history, but these players are very sound in the fundamentals of what it means to play their position. And I would argue because of that, and because of the unselfish nature of the play of each of these players, in any era, this team would go 82-0 if they wanted to. 82-0. You tell me if I'm wrong about that. Let me know in the comments below, but there's no way that any team is beating these five players. They're going to work well together. They're going to distribute the ball. Each of these players are fundamentally sound in performing their position, which would make them basically impossible to beat, no matter what team you try and put against them. Let me know who you think should be on the all-fundamental NBA starting five team.
Just tell me that I can. Didn't say anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big boss, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna